d5. So this is the queen's pawn. I've only seen this playing against me. I've never studied the opening theory. And so he does this, and it already annoys me extremely much. And I do this, and he does do that move. And I can't take. I see it, obviously. I need to do something about this, because otherwise I cannot do anything with my knight. And now, expectedly, he plays this move just countering the whole idea of that move, because he would just take back. So, as you can see, it's annoying already. The only powerful thing that I have is my light squared bishop. What should I do with it? I develop it. If I were to go here now, his dark squared pawns are very strong on the dark squares, right? They control all of this. So a trade with a piece that controls all of the light squares would be unwise. So I don't offer a trade. Well, why should I anyways? And he attacks. Now I don't trade. We've talked about it. I go back. If he attacks again, and I take, he takes, I take, and I win 2 pawns, and he only gets 1, and I'm the last one to take. So I do play this, and should he do this, then I'm up a pawn. Even though the opening, as we can see, guys, the opening is so bad for me right now. And he sees it apparently as well and pins my knight. Annoying move. My knight here can't do anything, so I'm thinking of this move in order to, have still my knight when my pawn structure doesn't do anything. I don't want to play this. And I didn't think this was a good move, especially if I can develop this knight. So I do that, he takes, and I do take back. He probably thought because I played the exotic opening, and he has gotten a much better position, or at least up until now. Maybe it's even by now, I don't know. He still has a strong pawn structure, and he could have probably gotten it much stronger. So the point is that clearly he thought he was better than me. That's why he did the trade. At least I thought that he thinks that, because otherwise why would he trade if his bishop is so well? He thought that because he has beaten me in the opening, he would win at the game. I thought I cannot let that be, and I pinned the knight. And now, as we've talked about, I can play this move later on and pin. Let's go. Oh, what did I do? Is this part of being 600 elo? And he goes here, attacking my bishop. I did not think about this, and he goes here. So we thought about this, and we can play this, so we did play this. And now he's getting into trouble, because this bishop is not going anywhere right now. Now, of course, he castles, so it's not pinned, but we could just take, and then there's no problem at all with it. But when we take this pawn, do you see what's the advantage? It's that he may take, yes, but we can take back, and then he has to go somewhere. Actually, he would have to go here. But he didn't even choose to take, he chose to take back. And now that he took back, we take here. Doesn't matter actually, and now take. So the point is that we win a pawn, he wants to win the pawn back, he doesn't realize that he swears. But now we have 2 attacks, and he can only defend 1, and it's not his move. So if he could play this, then this knight is defended, but it's our move, so we take first. If he now saves this knight, well then we move our bishop away and we still won a piece, and he takes back and we win his knight. We've won material. He didn't realize that he was swears, he castled, he should not have done that. Well, too bad. And by the way guys, if he hadn't castled here, after we took the pawn, if he had saved his knight here, by going here, instead of taking back, then we would still have won, but just 1 pawn. So he would have gone here, saving his knight. We can take, but it would be an equal trade. Point, we could have taken here, and we have won 2 pawns. So it was a good play. Even for me as a 600 elo player, he just played it bad by taking back this pawn, so that I could win a whole piece. Like so. And he develops. This is actually a really good move, at least I thought so, because it allows for this, and I can only, if he checks me, then I take, then he takes, I take. Well, I guess it would be alright, but then here's another check. I guess it would be alright actually, but I castled. In case it is not, also he could stack the rooks, which he's going to do. I don't know if he thought of this or if he just wanted to prevent this checkmate threat. Here we go. The reason behind this move is that I can play this and bring my knight in, because like this I can't bring my knight in at all. Also, when I'm here, his bishop hopefully will go away. If he goes here, we play this. If he goes here, we play this. If he goes here, we take. Here we take. Here we take. And if he takes back, then we take again. So that's the plan. He doesn't see it. We go here. Or maybe he even wanted to not allow the move, but I mean, this is why you develop in games, right? Okay, never mind, I can't talk about development when I develop so badly. I play this. He plays this. What's the reasoning, guys? The reason is that if I take, he takes back, and he has this threat. Actually, I could come in time. I just noticed right now I could come in time. But he has this check, and if I'm here and then he does something like this, I suppose, he has checked me and can start an attack. Also, he has another check, and then I would have to go here, and maybe he can figure out a mate by going back or something like that. He could take the pawn, for example, like I take, he take on the next move. He goes here, I go here, he goes here, and he takes a pawn. Could be, it would be bad. I think it's bad, so I play this move, disabling that threat. And he goes with this move, which is a mistake because it loses material. If I take, which I do, he takes back the rook, which I can just take, and he takes back the pawn. You know, previously it was +3, now it's +2, where I trade the extra time. I go here and he decides to trade again. Does he still think he's better in the opening? This is 600 chess. You still think you're better even though you're clearly worse, guys. And I take, of course. And now I have the check. Previously, this queen was preventing this pawn. Now it doesn't anymore, and I just take. Oh, what the hell, guys. Like so. And he goes here. By the way, I don't even want to improve in chess. The moment that I improve in chess is the moment that I can't keep making these videos. So let's not improve in chess. What do I play here? Can you guess it, guys? Well, I'm thinking of check, 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 because those are threats. If I go here, I can trade queens, but I'm not confident in my ability to win the game, even though I'm up 2 pieces. I am not. I am really not. I check this, and I don't think about taking here. I look for other checks. I have this check, for example. Actually, this check would force him to play this. And then I would have this check and could take this pawn, or I could play this. He only has this move. I could take here. Yeah, I didn't saw those or didn't decide to play those. I don't remember. I went here because I thought that might lead to somewhere with my knight. Even though, you know, I can't protect this pawn. You've got to work with what you've got, right? And so I did that. I went there and he abandoned. He didn't want to play anymore. And actually guys, I was a bit worried that once I don't check him anymore and he somehow gets away, like I don't know how, but somehow I don't check him again in this position. Let's suppose I play this, check him again. I was worried about this ping, guys, and he just checking me to eternity. But as you may see, I have this move, which I then thought of, and he doesn't have another eternal check threat because my pawn is here and also my knight is here. He can play something like this, but the moment that he does, I have my other checks. And actually this is now, I think, very close to mate. Let's see, can we find the mate, guys? So we block these things. This is not blocked. Alright, now this is a challenge, guys. Do you find the fastest mate? Let me just think about it. So obviously we have this check, and obviously he can only go here. And if he goes there, his queen is useless at this point, by the way. He goes there. Our knight is here. What if we go here? Well, then he can go there. Alright. Maybe we can win his queen though. And if we then go here, he can go there. No. So no, he can't go there because there's our knight. So he goes, well, he can go here. If he would go, he can't even go there. If we could somehow have his king here and check him somehow like this, then we could take his queen. But that is not the point. The point is to find a checkmate. Obviously, oh man, this is harder than I thought. So these 2 squares are taken. Actually, oh my goodness, guys. Why is this so hard? I bet you saw it, didn't you? Of course, this is mate. We didn't get so far anyways, but this was mate. Okay, this was it with the video. Thank you for watching. Join my Patreon if you want to. This is an awesome community I'm trying to build. This was it. See you in the next one. Bye.